When in doubt, turn it off and on. Test. All right, I think we're here. I don't know. We're somewhere. Jeez Louise. There was nowhere for me to set up when we got to the arena. I was trying to set up in the stands, and then we thought we were on the other side. Now we're on this side. Nonetheless, it's City TV. We are here. We're about 5 minutes into a 0-0 contest here in the Challenger Series with the LA Junior Kings, and whoever decided on the jersey combination is colorblind. Because the Kings are in purple, dark purple, and the Penguins are in black, which is obviously a darker color. Someone should be in a light jersey. No one has decided to wear a light jersey. So I'm going to have fun trying to call this one, folks. All right. I think I have everything ready to roll. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully we are good. I think we are. We have an offside play there. 9:23 to play. Faceoff will be in the neutral zone. The only starting lineup part you need to worry about, because it was 5 minutes ago, is in net for the Penguins. You guessed it, the cannoli, number 30, Ryland Calabrese. LA plays takeaway here. And a shot will go wide to the net. Protected by the Penguin goaltender. It's track out of the corner, up high. Batted out of the air by Halliday, following on Flume, but it'll be Hall of the Kings. All right. Hey, Bob. Can you plug that in the bottom of that? See, I got here. Admitted me a couple minutes later than I wanted to. Parking a pain and a bar open next door. Mostly the bar open next door. And all the LA parents had taken all of the seats along the top of the facility. So I was trying to set up in the stands and I was there. So I had to switch over to here. Anyway, we're bringing it to you here. Let's set the scene. Win or tie for the team in the darker jersey, the blacks. And the Pens are on to the semifinals. If they lose, they need help. They would need a loss by one of the teams in fifth or sixth place at this point in time, I believe. So, and if that happens, then the Pens advance. They have 7 points. They're currently tied for first place with the Chicago Mission, who were victorious over the Philadelphia Hockey Club. It's Dom Caruso at the point, rimming it around behind. Here's Jones down low, tossing it across, looking for Schweitzer behind the net. They'll battle down low, pulling it out. Brenneman, he has it swatted away. And it'll be jammed all the way to the Penguin end, where we'll get our first whistle here since we started. I agree, Todd. This is brutal with the colors. I can't tell who has the puck half the time because even the striping is very similar. Penguins with gold stripes on the sleeves, a gold band along the bottom. LA, a gold band along the bottom and gold stripes on the sleeves. Like, it's all about the helmets here, folks, as the Penguins win a draw, trying to get it into the middle to Halliday. That's batted back. And the Penguins will regroup at their own line. It's Bros and Caruso connecting. Trying to find that offensive zone. Caruso over for Halliday. LA will get control and they'll go D to D, reversing the angle of attack. Back come the Penguins. Carlson darting through, weaving, firing one down low, stick to side. Battled for in the neutral zone. Here comes LA into the offensive end. A shot will be snagged by the glove of the Cannoli. And we'll get a whistle. Penguins will have a D-zone face-off now. Shot wide of the cage, bounces off the back of the net. Pressured by Pelly. Pass all the way across. Wanabot with a shot. Deflected in front by Hall. LA follows on with a shot that goes wide. Good scoring chance for LA. And here's a puck picked off by Golnak. Golnak in onside. Pearsall driving. His centering pass broken up. Pearsall looking back for Golnak. Good defensive play by LA. Deep for Chappie, and we get a stop in play on what will be an icing call. Face-off will be in the LA zone. Controlled by the Kings, but no further than Foster at the point. Foster gets it deep. Shot by Jones, comes off of an LA player. Swiped all the way down, it'll be icing again. So with 4:57 to go, it'll be another offensive zone face-off here. Let's set you up. We are here at the absolutely stunning Belfort Training Complex, the practice home of the Winged Wheel, the Detroit Red Wings. A one-sheet facility, but a beautiful one-sheet facility. As Jones wins the face-off forward, tries to set up Schweitzer there, just missed him with the pass. Back comes LA through center, defended by Chappell. Shot off the pads of the Cannoli. Gathered in by LA, picked off by Jones. Springer for LA at the point. His shot blocked by Schweitzer. Here comes Brennan, a 3-on-2 developing for the Penguins as they'll dump it in. They were looking for a line change. And it'll be Caruso behind his own net, finding Flume. Pass will miss Carlson. Springer gets to it for LA. Back to the Penguin line. Winding and firing one wide. Here's LA now. Off the wall, in front. The Cannoli out there, challenge and make the save. Rylan Calabrese with a big stop there for the Penguins. LA with a couple of real good scoring chances in this first period. Penguins as well, nobody has a goal. LA, to also set the scene, LA needs to win this game. They need to at least tie this game. I think if they tie, they're in. But they need a point. They're one of the teams tied with 5 points. Penguins with 7. It's out of the corner. What a play, a give and go. Halliday to Carlson, and a beautiful stop by the LA netminder with the mitt. Face-off controlled by the Pens. Here's Pelly. In front for the OG. Across, winding, firing his bolus. It'll go low. And just wide. He was looking for a back door, I believe. Back door was closed. Here's Pearsall working down. Up the bolus, to the point to Pelly. He'll walk the line, wristing one heavily into traffic. LA will block it and come through to center. Another outside shot on the Cannoli. Tracks it perfectly, gobbles it up in those pads. I'll be honest, I love the black with the Cannoli, the mask, the gloves, the kickers, the big black pillows. He should always request the black jerseys. Maybe he's the reason there's two teams in dark colors. He was like, absolutely not. Cine TV likes me in black. Schweitzer will play takeaway. He's got Jones crashing, feeding it across. It'll be picked off by a LA player. The defense sliding to their knees. Jones disrupts. Brenneman follows on. I think Brenneman's middle name is Disrupts. And a puck will careen up into the bench area. A nice save for the backup tendy of the LA Junior Kings. You might think you're watching a NHL game with these jersey combos. The LA Junior Kings matching the purple alternate jerseys of the Los Angeles Kings, and your Penguins, they're just wearing the Pens jerseys, baby. The full look. As Chappie gets to it, he'll toss it around behind the net. Puck will pop off the cannoli. Streaking free is Jones. Jones driving the offensive end. Wines, fires, and finds the mitt. And we get a whistle. Face-off will be in the offensive end. Flume, Halliday, Carlson, Caruso, and the Brodozer. Swatted out of the air by Flume. To it is Caruso. He's pressured by Hall. Hall's a big boy. First breakout rolled off of a boot. Second breakout will come from Carlson to Caruso, back to the Penguin corner. An indirect feed to Flume. Nice work there. Halliday knocked down at center ice. Carlson pestering. It'll come free to Halliday. He's got Carlson trailing. He'll leave it across for him. It's just out of his reach. He was zigging and he thought he was zagging. It's tossed around by LA. They'll pick it up on the far side. Trying the opposite side of the ice here as they'll dump it deep with a minute to go. 1 minute to play in the first period. 1 minute here on City TV. Hey guys, make sure we hit the subscribe button for us. And also, a good reminder, as the cannoli stands tall at the side of the net to gobble one up. A reminder, follow us on the socials. We got the Insta. We got the Facebook. I'm probably the best at updating the Facebook because I'm that generation that still has Facebook. We've got the Twitter, or the X, I'm sorry. Elon Musk's X. So do us a favor, follow us on there. We do get some posts up. I always try to share the highlight reels, especially on the X and Facebook. So go on there, follow us on those. As across ice speed, intercepted, a potential 2-on-0, disrupted by Lyndon Track. What a play by the Pens as Pelly's knocked down. Back they come through center, 4 wide as they enter the corner. It's like a NASCAR race. Here's Golnack to the corner. Working down low. He'll find Pearsall, goes between the wickets looking for a centering feed. Chappie crashing down as time expires on the first period of play. We're going to take a break here at the Belfour Center. We'll be back in just a minute. we're back with second period about to get underway here at the Belfour Center. And as you can see here, we'll get you a shot of it here in a minute. The Stanley Cup banners of the Detroit Red Wings hang proudly on the opposite side here as the second period starts. I mean, once everybody else joined the league, they weren't that good, but before, when there were only 6 teams, you know, they won some Stanley Cups. Since then, 4. But they've got quite a few hanging on the opposite side. What, 7, 11 Lord Stanleys here for the Detroit Red Wings. They'll battle. And back they come. Penguins in. Schweitzer across to Jones, who chops it at the cage, but couldn't get it on net. Schweitzer digging at the side of the net. He's good at that. He's actually face masked. That'd be a 15-yard penalty in the niffle. Here comes Carlson, darting it, winding it, clapping one at the net that's off the blocker. Flume will be down to get it. It'll bounce off D'Angelo, picked up by the Brodozer. His shot bouncing around in front. Good block by the Kings. Rose comes away with it. At the point, Penguins up the pressure here, looking to get the first one. It's a 0-0 game. Feel bad. I think Carrie Brose was just roped into doing the camera because I was so frantic setting up and she had the tripod. So whether she wanted to do it or not, she's on camera duty. So thanks, Carrie, for picking that up. As Flume will gain the zone. He has it knocked away. Penguins will engage along the wall. Free the puck up at center for Caruso. A D-to-D play to the Brodozer. Rimming it around. LA will pick it on the other side of their net, but right there's Halliday to play takeaway. Halliday putting it in front. It'll come off the goalie to the point bandit. Pelly with a shot. Blocked. He stays with it. He'll actually come away with the puck somehow. And LA will get control and flip it out to center. Back they come, storming through center ice. Feeding it to the outside. And a good, gorgeous give and go is kicked away by the Cannoli and iced by the Penguins. We saw a similar play. Unfortunately, we weren't able to bring you the 2010 game on City TV. The Cine producer, Nick Paris, apparently under the weather and was unable to get the equipment and everything necessary to the UPMC Lemieux Center. The 2010s did defeat the S-Mark Stars by a score of 4-0. A split game for the goaltenders, so a split shutout as Pearsall gains the zone, finds the OG, back for Pearsall, goes off of his stick and just wide. LA to it behind the net. They'll send it to the point, no further than track. He goes back to the corner. It'll take a weird bounce out in front. Whacking away is Bolus. And the goaltender covers up for a whistle. So Ryan, if you are watching, Ryan Brose, you owe this lovely wife of yours a present when she gets home for jumping on this camera duty. I'm thinking a nice bracelet would be nice. Here comes Jones in, winding, firing, and Lucas Jones. His mama call him Jones. I'm gonna call him Jones. The Penguins have struck first and taken a 1-0 lead. Sorry, my mouse button was stuck underneath a piece of equipment here and started messing with some stuff. I apologize, folks. Just trying to get that corrected for us. Lucas Jones getting the Penguins on the board with a beautiful wrist shot. I got you the replay there. Penguins will control. It's Caruso at the point with a drive that's blocked. As the Cannoli tracks a shot, and a great job there by the Penguin defense of boxing out and swiping that puck to the outside. Clearing it all the way to center. Caruso up for Halliday. Halliday to the offensive zone for Carlson. Across to Flume, his wrist shot. And the pad of the goaltender for LA, able to flash out there and keep the puck away. So we'll have a face-off in the LA zone. So this is the final round-robin game for both of these squads. LA coming in with 5 points. The Penguins coming in with 7. Winner definitely advances. So a lot on the line here. A tie would also advance the Penguins and probably LA. As Golnak banged around in the corner and LA will exit the zone on the opposite side. Caruso there. His center ice breakout was broken up, so it'll end up behind the net for Burrows. We'll have to ask Rowan if he prefers the Brodozer or the USS Bros. I like the Brodozer. It's my favorite. We'll have to ask Rowan, though. As LA comes through center. Dumps it deep. It'll be Pelly with the puck. Purposely playing it to the corner. Schweitzer. Now Brenneman. A little tic-tac through center. As Brenneman leaves it for Schweitzer, he'll overskate it, but go back to it and get it to the corner. It'll go over. A stick as Jones drives off the wall. His centering pass. There's Brenneman at the side of the net. Just couldn't chop it free. Good clear here by LA. We got the chat fired up. I see Ronnie Pelly. We see, of course, Aunt Stephanie and Matt. Todd worried about the jersey colors, which I agree, buddy. We got somebody rooting for Lettuce. Let's go, Lettuce. I like it. Chappie with a drive. That sounded like a shotgun when it hit the boards. Here's Carlson in the corner. He's pinned against the boards. And we got Chuck Fish live in person chatting away. Thanks, everybody, for joining us on City TV. As it pops free, Halliday, and Big Ben strikes one as it catches iron. The U.S. Steel post of the game. I guess it catches steel then, not iron. As Halliday has it knocked away. It'll be put in on an offside play by Danny Bananas Foster, and we'll get a whistle. Not many whistles in this one. It's been feverish action back and forth here from the Belfour Center. Not named after Eddie Belfour, which is what I originally thought, which confused me because he was a Chicago goalie. Named for a company called Belfour. I wonder how that goes over with the Detroit fans here. Playing out of the Belfour Center. I lost feed here. I hope you guys still have it. Mike Jones tuning in. I think we're on the OTB. I wonder if there's lines for this one yet. As a shot comes free, and LA's going to tie in a turnover right in front of the Penguins net. So the Penguins, LA was able to get it deep on a call that was not icing. And they put it up the wall. LA got it back to the middle. And as the Penguins tried to break out, it bounced off of a stick right to an LA player who turned around and fired it home and ties this one up. So maybe the benefit of a non-icing call there. Here we have the Penguins firing it deep. Pressure by Bolus. Off the back of the net, Golnak. Bolus swiping at it, trying to center it to Pearsall. As LA comes free into the Penguin zone, trying to gain life. There's that important shift after a goal, and LA has a second one. LA strikes back to back. Shift after a goal, they tack another one on. And they've gone from down one to up one in the matter of seconds. About halfway through this one. We'll have a center ice face-off. Another shift after a goal. This one chopped out the center. Returned back to the Penguin line. Track with a good gap. He'll gain control along the wall. Across to his partner, Pelly. Pelly all the way across to Schweitzer. Schweitzer looking for Jones. It's rejected. Back comes LA. Dumping it behind Lindentrack. In front, a centering pass. Eludes the stick of a LA King and comes free to Schweitzer. Schweitzer and Jones play catch. Schweitzer will pick it up off the boards. Back in front for Jones. His backhander as he whacks away. And Lucas Jones is tied the game. We got Fins to the right, Fins to the left, and pucks in the back of the cage. And we've got a 2-2 game. Again, immediately after the last goal. Making Chuck's wish come true. Here will be Halliday up for Carlson. He was looking for Flume. It's knocked away. Battle along the boards here for Carlson. Foster works down low. Over to Flume. Up to Carlson. The Penguins are out of the zone, and it's Halliday gaining. He's bumped off the wall, and back come the Kings. Carlson able to turn it back the other way after the disruption. Centering pass. He was looking for Halliday. It'll go off a King right to Burrows at the point. He'll fire one in right into that danger zone that's cleared by LA. Ruiz to the outside. Pressured by Caruso. Knocked away by Pearsall. Good, clean, hard-fought game here thus far. We've got a 2-2 tie in the second period. Deuce is wild from the Belfour Center. Puck is down, deep in behind it. Pops out to the high slot. The OG there to take it away. He'll find Bolus. Streaking through center, leaving it for Golnak. Golnak has it swatted. And back come the Kings. Intercepted by Pelly. And he's got speed into the zone. A trailer as he shoots one down low. That'll come off the pads to Pearsall. Pearsall and Golnak up on the forecheck. LA controls behind their net. Slowing things down. Looking for the breakout. Good down low cycle by the center iceman to get control, and he'll fire it all the way across. Pelly with the pressure, and the cannoli will gobble up a rolling biscuit. Rolling Biscuits will be the name of my new bakery I plan on opening in Cranberry. As As LA wins the draw, a shot from the point, kicked away by the Cannoli. They'll battle in the corner. LA outnumbering Pittsburgh here. 3 Kings, 2 Penguins, but one of those Penguins is Lucas Jones, who wins that battle. Now Brenneman dumps it behind the defender, picks it up himself. A toe drag move, takes it to the middle and has it knocked away. Schweitzer behind. He'll center one to Jones, looking for the HT, and a good save. And cover. .3:17 to go here, second period, knotted at a pair each. A cross ice pass by Chappie finds Flume, and a beauty of a stop. Chappie will fire it back up off the boards. Halliday deflects it in front. Carlson with a heavy drive. A shot by Chappie, bashed off the boards. They're going to have to check those later to see if they're broken as Carlson comes out front with a backhander. That's swatted away. It'll be Foster. To it for the Penguins. He's knocked down, but Chappell's right there. All the way up for Halliday. He'll back in with the biscuit onside. Carlson. Now Flume. Flume behind for Halliday. In front for Carlson in his feet. Gets it free to his stick for a shot that's kicked aside. Flume with it. Back down low, Halliday. And it'll end up in on net, and a cover will stop that. Penguins will win the draw. Bros. Caruso. Shot. Kicked out. Rebound. Swatted back in, and another good save. Puck is cleared. Caruso picks it up. Back to the line and brought in by LA, though. Carried around behind. Now Pearsall will get it. He's got Golnak, and in comes the OG. Forehand, backhand, and a beautiful blocker side save. Pelly now with the puck, crosses the top of the offensive zone. Penguins getting a change. It's lofted to center for Pelly. He lifts the stick and gains control. Schweitzer off the boards, trying to get to it himself. It'll be knocked back to the red line and entered into the Penguin zone. Stepping up, Pelly. Stick on puck by Jones. It'll come free to Pelly. Pelly's got space, and he's got a buddy. It's Brenneman. Outside to Brenneman. Looking back into the middle. Good play by the defense. They'll play takeaway and try the far side for a breakout. Under pressure from Schweitzer, it'll come free to Brenneman. He's knocked down, but Schweitzer follows on. Leaving it back for Jones. Jones pokes at it. Up the half wall. To the line, kept. Oh, they're going to say not kept in. I think that was a fair call. Unless Linden Track had Go-Go Gadget arms. That puck exited the zone. D-to-D play by Chappie. They'll work it down low. LA will fire it all the way back up the ice. No icing. Penguins had a previous non-icing call end up in the back of their net, but this one comes blazing out of the zone with 0019. He'll shoot one off of a stick. And that horn will tell you that we have ended 2 periods here from the Belfour Center in downtown Detroit, Michigan. What an adventure getting here today, as this game scheduled, of course, for 4 o'clock. The players get in an hour early, which happened to be the exact same start time as the Detroit Pistons and the Milwaukee Bucks, which was certainly super convenient for parking, given that it is basically attached to this building. And all of the Detroit and Milwaukee fans were clamoring for the exact same parking spots we were. So a 2-2 tie here, period number 3, about ready to get underway. And again, to recap for you, tied for first place of the Penguins with the Mission. Although I believe the Mission won their last game, so technically have the 2 points to get to 9. The Penguins win or tie, and they are guaranteed a spot. LA with a win, guaranteed a spot. A tie they're likely to get in, I believe. As the puck's taken away here by LA. We'll switch sides. We'll put 15 on the clock, and we're going to settle this on a 200 by 85 sheet of frozen water. Here from downtown Detroit is Golnak able to clear the puck from the zone. Caruso now under pressure. Stays right with it and works the puck to Pearsall. All the way across for a spinning Bolus. He'll dump it deep into the LA end. Pearsall up on the forecheck. Now trading off with Bolus, and now the OG getting into the mix. Pelly will come away with control. Track to the LA line. No further as it's banked back to the Penguin end. Track and Pelly converge. It'll be Pelly. Off Schweitzer. Back come the Kings. Crisscrossing the top of the zone. Leaving a drop pass for a shot. Blocked by Lyndon Track. And he tactfully digs the puck out of the skates of the LA King. Schweitzer's outlet pass finds Jones in flight. He'll leave it to the outside to Brenneman. Tapping it back behind for Jones. Back to Brenneman. Spins up the wall. Find Chappie at the point. His heavy shot deflects off something in front. Gets to the quarter. And the Kings counterattack. Chappie drives him wide. The Cannoli with the save. The rebound forced wide and off of Chappie, who gathers it in. Up for Jones. Picked off by LA at center. Jones will smack it deep into the LA zone, though, and Brenneman tracks it there. He's pinned against the wall, but the Penguins have a change. Couple fresh forwards on the ice here, as LA will toss it all the way out the center and into the Penguin zone for Foster. Foster across to Chappell. Chappell has his pass picked off. Back comes LA, and there is the silky smooth mitt of the Cannoli. To snag that and get a whistle. The Belfour Center here attached to Little Caesars Arena. Little Caesars AAA Hockey Club hosting this Challenger Series. And the Penguins unable to change. Coach Verbeek was trying to change the fence, and they said no, but he's got a point. The referee never held his hand up to say no more changes, so how was he supposed to know? Puck will come off of Halliday. Now off of Flume to the LA end. Pulled around by Carlson. Penguins in business as he cuts to the middle. He tried to drop it free to Halliday, but it's taken away by LA. Flume will fire it into the LA end. Or as they say on Letterkenny, alive. A shot by the Kings is gobbled up by the Cannoli. A fresh save there. D-zone draw for Pearsall. Whacked behind the net off of Caruso. Chipped up the boards for Golnack. It won't get the whole way there. Following on in support, Pearsall. He's stick lifted from behind, but he stays right with it. Whacks it free, and the Penguins have it back in the LA end. Golnack with the pressure. Twisting out of the corner, but the OG there to lift the stick. In front, twisting it. Pearsall was kind of at his feet, so he adapted and spun around to get a shot on. It doesn't get the whole way through, however. LA will pop it in behind. Caruso picks it up. Off the boards for Golnack, and Dulac will keep it in. Pearsall now. Down low in the zone, we battle on. Dulac for LA at the point. He'll wind, he'll fire, and perfect rebound control by the Cannoli with the twig to stick it to the outside. Penguins able to get to it. Throws behind his net. Now Caruso. Caruso's breakout. Off an LA stick, right to Pearsall, but Pearsall's able to clear. LA storming right back to the Penguin line. Before it's knocked away, can Brenneman pop free? Just out of his reach. LA counterattacks off a stick at the Penguin blue line. Rimmed around by the Pens, it'll be Brenneman to Jones. Jones to the O-zone, smacking it all the way around. Schweitzer able to readjust his route and get to that puck, creating havoc here as Pelly will get to it. Now LA comes back, and Pelly is going to get called as the arm is raised. LA driving in, the Cannoli will get the biscuit, and Pelly's going to head off for hooking, which is apparently not legal in the city of Detroit. I believe it gets you 90 days or 90 seconds. So the Penguins will be the first on the penalty kill here. The penalty killers will be Foster, Brenneman, Jones, Chappell. No icing as it went off the LA player at the point, and Brenneman's up on the forecheck. Good job so far by this Penguins penalty kill. Brenneman disrupts. He's knocked down, but he's on the biscuit. Jones will get it out and fire it all the way in. No icing, as 35 seconds are off the man advantage. They get a couple fresh penalty killers. Schweitzer and Carlson up front. LA will gain the zone halfway through the advantage, but it's chopped back out to center by Pittsburgh. LA almost off sides there. They'll regroup at center. Fanning on a pass and ultimately dumping it in. It'll come off the stick of the Cannoli. Chappie with it, able to get it out to center. LA really hasn't been able to set things up too much here thus far with the power play. Maybe the Penguins will glean some momentum from this textbook PK. LA with 10 left finally gets set up. A drive from the top of the circle's blocked by Chappie. Battled for by Schweitzer. He'll get control and find Danny Foster. Fresh out of the box is Cameron Pelly, and the Penguins are back to full strength. Cutting in and firing one. A good job by the Cannoli to track that. And we'll get another whistle here in a defensive zone faceoff. That'll come on the far side to the left of the Penguin net. It'll be Pearsall. He's got Halliday and Flume with him as Carlson was out for the PK. Caruso to Flume. Flume all delays and fires it across just behind Pearsall. LA to it. They'll draw a couple of Penguins and feather one up the ice. Storming through center. A drop pass rolls off of his stick. The Penguins able to battle and win the biscuit and get it out to center. Penguins clear again. LA tries to regroup. Penguins have to come down the line. It'll be Pearsall. Back for Flume. Flume's drive. Sticks to the outside. Here's Halliday. Has it knocked away, and back come the Kings. Again, the Kings in dark purple. The Penguins in black. Shot blocked by the Brodozer. Trying to spring him back the other way. I love the way the Penguins defense get it going back the other direction so quickly. It leads to so many scoring chances for the Pens. We saw an example there by Bros. Terry Brenneman chiming in, cheering on the entire team, but especially Zach. The puck will get to the line and get swatted out by Pearsall. On comes Galnak. 1-on-2. Has it knocked away. The Kings counter. Fresh Penguins on the ice, and the Penguins are going to get a trip here. The stick into the skates, and Bolus will head off. Penguins playing with some fire here. They had an absolutely stellar penalty kill earlier. Now they're going to have to do it again. 7:03 to play. It'll be Carlson and Galnak. One to Pelly. Pelly to his knees, tries to clear. Goes, I believe, off the official there. And so it's kept in at the point. LA plays catch. Carlson pressures. They'll come in from the high slot all the way down, and there he is, the Cannoli with a big-time stop. Holy cannoli. And the whistle will give us a face-off. It's the Penguins clearing. Carlson held up, and an equalizer here with 1:04 left on the Pens penalty. LA is going to negate the rest of the power play, and we'll play some 4-on-4. This will be exciting. The speed of these two teams, oh, baby. .636 to play. 4-on-4 action. It's Pelly with a shot. Deflected by Brenneman just wide. He jams at it at the side of the net, and it comes off the goaltender, and here come the Kings. Track defends to the outside as Pelly picks off a pass. He goes the other way and finds Jones. Back and forth action here in Detroit. Jones will toss it behind the net and get to it himself, wrapping around Brenneman. LA will take over. It's their turn now. Rushing up the ice into the Penguin zone. Played to the outside. A shot off the Cannoli, and you have no idea the importance of that rebound control as the LA had a player coming down that backside. They were looking for pass-off pads, and the Cannoli kicked it right past him. You see the absolutely stunning saves by the Cannoli where he's just robbing people. That's one that was just as big as Pelly. Gloves it out of the air and drives in. He's got Brenneman on the backside, but he'll loft one and fires short side, and it just misses the post. Penguins out of the box as Bolus. They'll have a brief power play here for 20 ticks. It's Pelly in his own end. Over to Schweitzer. I'm sorry, it'll be Halliday. Halliday cutting around a King into the Penguins end, or into the LA end. Trying to feed it backside to Flume. As Chappie, now Halliday, between the wickets, he'll wrist one that's blocked. LA penalty over. 5 to play here, tied at 2. Foster slaps it deep. LA picks it off. Here they come, 3-on-2. Back checking Flume. He'll get to the player in the slot who tries the backhander, and the Cannoli comes up gigantic again. Penguins back the other way. Halliday will bank it off the boards and get it deep. LA back through center. The Brodozer with a perfect angling gap there to break it up, and Bolus will send us back the other direction. It's Carlson. slapping it deep. The OG will get to the forecheck. We could rename it the 53 check, as powerful as he is on it. Here's Bros with a shot to the stick of Pearsall, looking for a deflection. It comes to the corner where a King is felled, but they come flying back through center. In onside, firing it at the Cannoli, who has it under the blocker there. And we get the referee whistle. Defensive zone face-off. It'll be Pearsall to take it. Won by LA. Shot from the point. Through a screen, gets through, and LA has taken the lead. A clean win back to the point. Traffic in front. And we've got just under 4 minutes to play, and the Penguins need to get one to even this. And we have seen them do it. They were trailing the Mission by a pair with 90 seconds to go. Plenty of time here as Brenneman comes in between the legs. He goes crashing into the wall. He's up and back at it. He steals the puck away. Side of the net for Schweitzer, who's tied up. Back come the Kings. Track defends as the Cannoli has it bounce off of him up into the chest. Back down to the ice. Slap in the mid on top, and we get a whistle. D-zone draw. Won by the Kings. They'll work it off the wall. The Cannoli with another big time save. Face-off will be deep in the pen zone. Carlson this time. Won by LA, back to the point. Now working off the half wall. Played to the corner, getting their track. It's up the wall, but kept by LA. Flume diving at it, trying to whack the puck out the center. It'll be Carlson and Flume who achieve that goal, but LA gets control at center, and they're right back into the Penguins' end. Penguins need a zone exit with control here as track reverses. Pelly has it swatted away. It's on the back of the cage. He pops it back off, sending it to the far side half wall where LA keeps it deep to the corner. Pinned by Pelly, followed on by a King. LA able to come away with it, shooting one that's batted about in front, kicked away by the Cannoli and gathered in by Halliday. He'll find Flume to the line. Tries to get it deep for Halliday. 4 Kings back. We've heard of F3. They've got F3, F4, F5. As the Pens are going to have to traverse through 5 purple jerseys to tie this one up. Chappie up for Bolus. Able to get a stick to it. So Pearsall's forecheck is able to set up Bolus, who just has the puck bounce over his one-timing. And LA back to the Penguins end, defended by Foster, saved by the Cannoli. Turned back by the OG for Pearsall. Pearsall cuts across the neutral zone. Gets it to the line, but no further. LA back to the Penguin line. A potential 2-on-1 as they come across. And there is the OG on a back check, but it does pop free to a King on the opposite side, who buries it. And LA has a 4-2 advantage. Similar to this Mission game, folks. Keep it in the back of your mind. 98 seconds left. The Penguins were trailing by 2 at the same time against the Mission. Face off for Jones, sent to the outside Bros. Here's Schweitzer gaining the zone. Spinning with it, coming free, it'll come to the corner. Back comes LA. To the outside for a shot. And the cannoli pounces on top of it. Penguins probably keeping the cannoli in because goal differential's going to come into play now for the Penguins. They're going to have 7 points. They're going to be in that 3, 4, 5, 6 slot. So goal differential may come into play. I would guess they will leave the cannoli in the net, even as they rush up ice. I could be wrong. It's a shame that you have to play like that because you should play every game to win, but you want a shot at the title. As the cannoli will come off. It's turned back by LA. Pelly will get to it. Pearsall now. Up for Carlson. Off the boards, knocked out of the air by Pearsall. Sent back to center by LA, gathered by Pelly. Pelly will turn with it. To the red line. Crisscrossing, carrying all the way through. He'll fire, that shot blocked. Tossed all the way around to Halliday, covering Pelly at the point. He'll storm down the sidewall. Off of a Penguin, but kept in by Track. Turning with it now, Pearsall. Crisscrossing, able to send one in front. That shot deflected and doesn't get through. Pelly's shot knocked out of the air. It'll come to Flume. Back for Pelly. Heavy drive. He was looking for Halliday on the back door. It was open. Just didn't connect. Halliday bumped to the boards. Time ticking down. Looks like LA is going to earn a spot here. We'll see about the Penguins. Still trying to get one here. We said goal differential's huge. Bouncing puck, it goes in. It will count. And that could be the difference for the Penguins. They will get the goal to make it 4-3. We'll bring it to you here as the Penguins do score. And it'll be a 4-3 final here. We'll let you know. Follow us on the socials, Facebook and the X. We'll give you an update on the schedule. Hopefully 8 a.m. tomorrow. See you then on Cine TV.